Hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. Well, we've all... fuck it, let's just get straight to the movie. Slutty ladies, and not so gentlemen, this is... The movie starts with a weirdly dressed guy named Homdu, played by Sam Rockwell, walking into a restaurant, claiming he's a soldier from the future, a future that's so fucked up people were totally oblivious to it until it was too late. And to make things worse, some unfortunate people... customers in the restaurant are recruited to join him on a mission to save humanity against the AI that will end the world. Problem is, he's gone through this scenario in other timelines with not just the customers he's recruited in this timeline, but other customers who were chosen in another timeline, along with some of the customers in this timeline that he has chosen, and
These timelines are so confusing.
Point is, every time he's gone through every different combination, they always end up, well, you can guess. So now after over 120 attempts, he's hoping this combination of recruits will succeed. But is there more to these recruits than he assumes, or assumed?
Oh, that's such a douche time traveler thing to say.
Well, we're not even halfway through the year, and I'm not gonna lie, this might be my favourite movie of the year so far. Okay, maybe I'm jumping the gun, but I can't help but love this movie. It's so bonkers, so over the top, so absurd, yet I wanted to see more. And even at 2 hours and 14 minutes, I didn't feel the length.
Phrasing.
This is a movie that takes a concept, well, actually several concepts we've already seen before, but does something not just original but fun. It wastes no time sucking you in, building intrigue, adding mystery, and not only that, it never lets up. There's clever setups that pay off, some obvious foreshadowing, but Christ, with all the crap we've been subjected to, crap that came across like it was written by AI if it learned to use crayons, I was glad to watch something that made me want to go back and watch again in an effort to catch any hints I might have missed the first time. And when a movie wants me to come back to catch anything I've overlooked, I know I'm onto a winner. The cast is strong, and while not all the characters feel fleshed out, they are given enough likability to carry the movie. Michael Pena and Zazie Beetz are likeable enough as couple Mark and Janet. Juno Temple is endearing as grieving mother Susan trying to find hope from her tragic loss, and Haley Lou Richardson manages to be a great contrast to Rockwell's character, starting off as someone seemingly insignificant, only to be more significant than expected. And honestly, if she doesn't get more films after this, more good films after this, I will be pissed off, because she holds her own in every scene she's in, especially while up against veteran Sam Rockwell, who pretty much owns the movie, and this might be one of his best performances. This is a performance that requires a lot to pull off. He has to be convincingly crazy enough for you to be wary about him, yet still come across as someone who has been through it enough to make you believe he actually means what he's saying. And even though he's tired and weary from the amount of attempts he's gone through, he still manages to convey a sense of authority as well as a determination. He's kind of a dick, but he's still sympathetic. And with the facts that AI has become part of our culture, along with social media instilling more apathy, narcissism into our youth, while robbing them of any sense of independent thinking, this has never felt more appropriate. As well as touching on how real life is harsh and that we must deal with it, and how shutting yourself away from reality can destroy you, as well as maybe humanity itself. Yeah, we've kind of seen this in shows like Black Mirror, but it feels more like if Black Mirror leaned more into comedy rather than sci-fi horror with elements of comedy. But that's not to say it feels more diluted, it still gives you enough to not insult your intelligence, even giving us a sequel baiting ending, which I'm hoping never gets resolved, as I feel like this is where the audience should be allowed to put the pieces together themselves. It's kind of like the ending of Time Bandits, when you're given this harsh ending, but it was all the better without a sequel to follow up after, because not everything needs to be wrapped up in a pretty bow. Sometimes we already guessed the point, and okay, onto the nitpicks. When Sam Rockwell is telling his backstory in a flashback, I think some of the dialogue could have been trimmed down just to allow us to see for ourselves, because as we all know, people these days can't put down their fucking phones. And as soon as I saw the flashback, I did start to suspect who his mother might be, and it turned out I was correct. Yeah, even a retard like me guessed that twist. Yay! But even with my complaints, this is a smart, absurd, violently, darkly funny, twisty, turny sci-fi with enough
Wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff
to earn this bastard's recommendation. And whether you beautiful bastards are Northern, English or not, thanks for watching. But right now that's me done, and I'm off to the pub.